throttle up. Hello. Good morning. So, the government accountability too early. Morning? Yeah, it's morning. It's 8:30 in Hawaii, Pulse. So yeah, it's morning somewhere. Dick. Gonna be a fun one today. Yeah, we got a rocket launch. We have a rocket launch. There is a rocket launching. I know. Seems like that never happens anymore. The U.S. didn't launch one rocket in July. Yeah. And before Ariane 5 failed. Ooh. The script kitty was wrong. You're in Hawaii. Draco, it's still funny to me. I wonder where you might be. Not behind a VPN, are we? You must be in Boston. I'm like, what? It's still funny. I still think it's funny. I found the suspension to put on the coronet. Feed me. Hello, is OFT2 still planned for today? No. The snafu with the space station, yeah, it's postponed. It's postponed. Oh, Hellfish transverse. That's like $20,000 worth of suspension. Yeah, I can think of a couple, drummer, off the top of my head, like ones that went and planted a flag on another celestial body. Mammy. 15K actually. Hey, that was close. So what was I saying? The GAO report came out, but also something yeah, the ISS did a whoopsie-doo yesterday. And they that's what I was saying. They pushed the launch not tomorrow. Not Sunday. Guess what day they pushed the launch to? No, not Monday either. It's on Tuesday. Ha ha! Yeah! 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 Boom, 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 boom. It worked. I win. What's the weather like next week? What? Ooh, I'm telling Tori. Oh God, no. See, Tori Bruno's my G. He's my buddy. He's not, like, he doesn't know me. Don't jinx it. No, it's good. It's good. Just, you know, we're We're making, oof. So the other news is the GAO report came out again today. Not again. It came out early, so that's gonna have. I don't know why they released it today. The official report was supposed to come out on the 4th, but here we are. So how's the space station doing after this whole situation? Should be okay. But NASA said they have to assess the data. Zeb Scoville on Twitter said, okay, and like, look, I'm not really one to like mess with interpretation of words or whatever, but this very much seems like, here, read. Because it's Friday. Controversial stuff always gets dumped on Fridays. They lied again. Yeah, government lying to you, Endo? That never happens. Yeah. I was just messing with you. That never happens. Right here. Mine always. I mean, yeah. It's not, it's not that they lie. It's that they promise a lot and then it never happens. Yeah, okay, that's lying, isn't it? So lying. Yeah, okay. All right, check this out. Listen to this. Lead MLM flight engineer Greg Whitney and I split the shift today. Never have I ever, 1, been so proud of the team that sits in mission control and lives on the space station. 2, had to declare a spacecraft emergency until now. And 3, been so happy to see all the solar arrays and radiators still attached. That last one, though. Yeah, Cameron. Yeah. The crew was never in danger. What if they needed to use the bathroom? Or what if the crew up there figured? No, I get it. Oh, this makes so much sense. They were looking at scientific ways to take lumps of carbon, right, and under extreme pressure, in a low gravity environment, seeing if you could take that carbon and make it into diamonds. Yeah, that's what was going on. Yeah, the tardigrade. We got to know how the tardigrades are doing, Jim. That's very important. I think somebody may have crapped their pants. Yeah. There was no gentle push. I mean, Element, people were showing me footage yesterday of the onboard cameras, and I'm like, no, that's got to be sped up. No, that's got to be sped up. I don't think it was sped up, man. There's some tongue-in-cheek there, but they will need to inspect the station for long-term damage. It's extreme torque load. Yeah, especially on the rotation axis like that. Prey, I would specifically be inspecting all CBMs. All axial CBMs they were never, I know that, dude. They were never designed for that kind of load. They weren't designed for that. So there's footage? Yeah. I'm not 100% sure where this footage came from, but we can discuss this more during Space News, but I do want to show you guys this. This is pretty crazy. So what fuel did they use up?
You got it.
They didn't... They used Progress. They used Progress as spare fuel that it would have used to boost the station. Don't get me wrong, they always send up... On the Progress capsule, they always send up more fuel than needed. There's always redundancies put into it, Eukerman, and those redundancies saved the space station yesterday. Like well, not saved it. They did have a loss of control. But here, peep this. Take a look for yourself.
You got a LOAC message from USOS. Correct.
LOAC, loss of attitude control. I don't know where these
1535.
I don't know where these cameras
We got
came
me.
from, but no, it looks like it's snowing. All this is the outgassing from the thrusters. Sometimes the gases that come out of the thrusters crystallize. They turn to solid. You see it all the time with SpaceX. This is why you don't want this happening near the space station. Hey, Snakes, what's going on?
Station Houston on 2, we need you in 2.702.
Endo, I know that you know. I just thought I'd explain it because you reminded me that someone will probably ask about this, so. Hey,
This
Pray.
is an actual.
Or, not Pray. Hey, Chief, what's going on? Zythera, what's that? Oh, shoot. Yeah, well, let's take a look.
2702, New York.
Station Houston on Space Ground 1, 2.702. This is a LOAC.
So, here's the Earth. Those are cities right there. Those cities with lights. Oh, no.
Экипаж МКС, СУПа Москва в канале СГ-1.
Station Moscow, Space Ground 1.
2 for the LOAC, first step 2, any specific surfing, we didn't see anything in the daily summary.
Checking.
Go ahead on Space Ground 1.
Oh.
Необходимо закрыть
Oleg,
люк МЛМ.
please close the hatch. Pehel SU MLM. Please close Pehel SU MLM hatch.
Nothing in step 2. Proceed.
We copy. Will do.
Nothing in step 2, and we're checking the GNC modes on the Russian laptop right now.
Copy, we're following.
So, this thing. This is on the US Destiny module, Chief. Okay. Yeah, that's not that. Yeah, that's a little more than what they said in the press interview, fellas. Yeah, they closed the hatch, and then it's weird. They said they didn't close the hatch, but they did, and we'll see. Hold on, here. Look, let's go over here. Assorted. Nelka docking. Here we go. That's a lot of. Yeah. Here, take a look. So that camera is on the Destiny module. I can actually show you exactly where it is. It's right there. That's it. So that camera is looking at this thing. I forget what sensor that is. Alright, so this camera is there, right? See what I'm talking about? So that camera is facing downwards. It should be facing towards the surface. Right? It's because it's right here and it's looking down. Okay? That means that if that camera sees the horizon, that means the station did this And it went beyond the horizon, which means that the station did that. It's not damaged, serious. No, at least they don't know. Oh, boy. I thought it was only 45. Dude, that's what I thought yesterday, but people were linking this footage, and they're like, no, it's more than 45. And I'm like, I'm not sure if it is, but... But then... See, Lavi, I'm not... It's hard to tell the orientation there with the sunlight, but... It seems like it's relatively fixed right now, and then they report LOAC, and then it starts turning. It looks like the ISS is still like this. Maybe... Yeah, okay. Maybe because it was like that, it was 45 degrees in this direction, not 45 degrees from... Is that what you're trying to say?
Base ground 1.
Yeah, that's not... That's...
Copy, we're following.
You confirm or not whether MLM thrusters are still firing. Do you see?
At 11:34 Houston time, we started seeing the ISS attitude start to diverge from normal. So we normally fly a certain attitude and pitch yaw.
Oh. Yeah, these videos are real time. Can the ISS RCS compensate? It did. It's fine now. Hey, Yorkshire. 3-month resub. Need backup. Had a 72-monther in there at tier 2. Thanks, man. Yo. Okay. Yeah, there might be more to talk about there, but who knows? We'll check it. Yeah. Wow. That sucks. Anyway, let's play Kerbal. And that, kids, is why you turn off SAS right when you dock. True story.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Overdrive, 31-month resub. Thank you. Alright. Anyway, let's pop back into it. We made some really hefty progress on the pad yesterday. Time to recreate it exactly in Kerbal. Oh no! Anyway. So I'm late to the party, but I'm understanding that the Russian module had some boosters fire inadvertently. Well, it was docked. Station flipped around roundabout, but it's alright. They fixed it. They're really gonna have to go and look. I mean, I'm sure it didn't do any of the structural parts on the ISS any favors, but... But, yeah, hey. Crazy stuff, dude. Alright. There we go. Alright, let's do this. We got work to do. Oof. Question about the Minecraft server. Can I build a base in the mountains past the sheep's wool farm? Hey, Snake, what's going on? Yeah, if you want to. Somebody already did that. Wow, that looks really cool. Wonder who made that. I mean, the city might eventually get out there, but yeah, shouldn't be an issue. Looks good. I love looking at this, man. There's so much to look at. Alright, well. Check this out. I built probably one of the strongest things that I've ever made in KSP. Look at this thing. This thing is an absolute tank. Will we be covering the Ariane 5 launch? Of course, Cammy. Yep. Sorry, that's for my eye. Does it work? Well, kind of got to do some load tests with it today, Rick. So I'll get back to you on that. I mean, it moves, if that's what you're asking. Dude, I just had the weirdest brain fart, man. I'm like, yeah, it moves, if that's what you're asking. Oh, great, great, good commentary, EJ. Thank you. Just started paperwork to get your new apartment. Time to be stressed all weekend. Nice. But I got the transporter erector hydraulics working. Dude, it should do it. It shouldn't... Would it be possible to make a pad using the latest update? It would be difficult, Cosmos. That's why I rolled back. So what was going on with the tanks inside of the Strongback? That's Kerbal's way of telling you didn't make it strong enough. So, here. If I go a day without hearing till the end of the night, I'll be very disappointed. Yeah. I'm trying to think where I left off last night. I think we were going to do load tests, and I think I fixed the I-beams. But if I was going to do load tests, why would I take the load simulator off? Yeah, you can't auto-strut through docking ports, Cosmos. It makes it extremely difficult to, It makes it extremely difficult to make vehicles. To like, join vehicles together. Everything is very floppy in the newest version of Kerbal, which is why I rolled back. Alright, so here, we'll load test it again. This is load testing the dry mass of the SSTO.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
see what this does here. Yeah, secretly, that sounds right. Alright, rotational debug controller, enable that. Hey, Skydrift, 28-month resub. Thanks, man. That'll work. Nice, Chief. Nice and warm. Alright, so these tanks are full. Let's switch this over here. I have that I-beam, the girder segment, set to SVI. Let's see what happens. Hang on, King. Are you going to use the pad fuel tanks as the fuel farm like the way the Russians do it? We could. It's possible. I probably might end up having to do that to save on parts. Alright. Huh. You really don't want it to do that. See that right there? You don't want that. Wepler, this one is a copy. It's just a bigger version of the smaller SSTO's pad, dude. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is take TE main, play. I mean, but Wepler, it's really kind of dependent on load. This isn't an exact copy of the other one for a number of reasons. One, the other SSTO is bigger, so it needs a bigger counterweight and it needs a bigger launch box. Like this thing. So this pad ended up being a little bit raised up off the ground. That's why I have these pillars in here that are also fuel tanks, but you get the idea. Let's see what happens. Matt, my afternoon's going well. How about you? So I'm trying something a little different with this one, Blepler. I'm trying to use a locking system here, but it has a retractable docking port, so I can separate it before I separate this thing from the pad. Those aren't near each other. Okay, well the docking ports aren't lining up, so let's see if this girder segment is enough to structurally cope with this. I have a feeling that it's probably not, but... SVI is off on that fairing plate. Oh. Well, it's good to know that it'll stay up without that. But, yeah. What? Why isn't this moving? Those can't lift it by itself. Stop. Yeah, this thing has to pull. It has to dock, or else it's not going to work. Okay. Hey, Enzo, what's going on? Do you agree that SpaceX should have capped the 39AR rotating service structure because it looks amazing? Yes. Yes, Vulcan, I do. But it's also useless. I mean, Vulcan, it wouldn't be useless if, you know, we still launch space shuttles. Enzo, you're playing hooky from work? No. Don't do that. Okay, I moved that up a tick so it'll dock. How much does the big ship weigh and doesn't have a name? 272 tons dry, 1371 wet, and we were gonna call it Jebstar, I guess. Did you hear that Krejci is leaving the ANHL? Oh, that sucks. It is what it be. Anyone able to translate this? Huh. I'm not translating that wall of text. Yeah, well, it's something about Nauka. Something about the ISS. Telegrama. TLDR, they congratulate the team with the successful Nauka operation. Doc. Using Microsoft Word, are we? Mr. Dan, that happens sometimes. I'm not sure what actually causes it. It's a congratulations from Rogozin to Rogozin from the Prime Minister with the successful docking of Nauka. Oh, cool. Now it's too high. Yeah, I got you, Reveril. Interesting. Got an idea. Okay, lock that out. Ready? Transporter erector main, reverse. Oh. Oh. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, 62. I gotcha. Okay. 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 Oh my goodness. Monkas. Oh. Dude, that's cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. These tanks are full. That's 288 tons right there. This pad is strong, dude. I really built this thing tough. I mean, this is way over-engineered for anything that I've ever done in Kerbal, but then again, we're kind of engineering, yes, do what more good like. We're binding up the hinge there, but as the hydraulics come down, it should be okay. Is there deflection in the strongback? No, Pilch, you don't need it. The engines are just shooting at the ground. In real life, you would need it. In real life, I would need a gigantic flame trench right here. Like, bigger than that one. Damn. Oh, deflection in the strong back. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yes. Yes, there is. Yeah, bad. Yeah, we need to... I gotta work on the cradle for it. I should put the cradle for it out here, and we should make sure the cradle is touching the ground, the support for it, because, yeah. Like I said, you see stuff like... So, I was saying this last night. You see stuff like this in KSP, see that? That's the game's way of telling you it's not strong enough. There's no crumpling in KSP. There's no... In real life, this girder would crumple under extreme weight, right? It would compress. There's no compression physics in KSP. It's not beam. There's no soft body physics. So that's the game's way of telling you that this part needs... You need to do something about that. Because that thing is holding up 280 tons. Yeah, Pilch, yeah, we need to... I gotta put a support for this out here. And that support needs to be, like, touching... It needs to be touching the ground. I need a longer girder segment, and that long girder segment needs to be touching. It needs to be down here somewhere, or else that... Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I might just put one of these pillars in place for it, but we'll figure that one out in a second. Here, let me time warp it, see what it does. Oh yeah, we're binding up the hinge back here. See that? Watch. Watch right there. Oh yeah. See if we can put it back up. Hooded 273 dry, 1371 wet. Launch the tank? What? Why? It might react differently over time, REM. I don't know.
Discovery.
I don't really have an answer for that. Basu. How are you? We are seeing some deformation right here. See that? Yeah, look at it. It freaking, that thing was so heavy, it bent parts in Kerbal. Look at that. It freaking bent parts in KSP. Can you believe that? We bent something. You think you're fine? You think you're getting somewhere in your fight with depression? Yeah, well, if you're going through hell, just keep going. Oh, good. That's good. That's a good thing. I'm just amazed we bent something in KSP and it stayed like that. I know that hinges and I know that parts and hinges and stuff drift in KSP, but geez, we put so much pressure on the strong back, it actually broke the strong back's back. Wait. I don't think I made that good enough. We broke the strong back's back. That's not good. It's not so strong back. No, it's because we were holding it. We bent it because we basically put this thing into a giant metal brake. If the hydraulics are pushing on this here, and then the vehicle is putting on it has leverage out here, and the hydraulics are pushing right there, that's going to bend it. We call that a hernia. Oh gosh. The new X-plane dropped, the X-62A. The USAF has redesignated the NF-15D Vista as the X-62A. The Vista is currently in the midst of an upgrade which will fully replace the Vista Simulation System, VSS, and add a new system called System for Autonomous Control of the System for Autonomous Control of Simulation to support testing for Skyborg. Yikes. Well, there you go, Basu. See, I told you, Skynet. Yeah, see, this is no good, Pilch. There is, yeah, deflection there. Absolutely. Yeah, we gotta fix that. The support system. We gotta fix this. We gotta fix it with the supports. But, can we lift the middle landing gear in the back of the big SSDO on the big SSDO for docking, or would that be too much for the wheels? It's possible, dude. We might be able to. Like hop the wheels over the girder. The wheels are supposed to go around it. That's how I engineered this thing. It's supposed to go around. So as long as we just put sufficient support on the strong back, I think we're okay. You should really watch Fast 9. They go to space in a Pontiac Fiero, no Kappa. No. No, I'm good. Is there a specific purpose that you rotate the strut ends while you're placing them in the design stage? Is it just for aesthetical concerns? Yeah, there is a reason, and it doesn't matter structurally. It doesn't matter structurally. If I fine-tune a strut and I place it hooded, it's a good indicator to me that I meant for that strut to be there. It's not temporary, that's its final position. It's like a little mental note that I leave for myself. It does take a little bit longer, but I can go and I can look at what I'm doing and all the struts that we place, because this thing has a lot of them. And I know if it's fine-tuned that I meant for it to be there. Sometimes you get lost when you have thousands of struts on the pad. Yeah, so like if I'm going in here and I'm looking at all these struts, if I see like something like that, right? Well, not exactly that. If we see something like this, right, that tells me that that was temporary or something different happened or something changed, because I would not leave that like that. Family. Never turn your back on family. So I played Halo Infinite today, and I love how it plays. Feels like a mix of Halo Reach and Halo 5. Okay. That's cool. I always love some of the motivational speeches. Thank you. Family. Family. Alright, so we're going to take one of these guys and we're going to put this here. There's the cradle. I mean, hooded, the other thing is, dude, the aesthetic, yeah, it makes it look really nice. It's really nice to look at, but also it's mostly, I mostly do it as a little mental note. But yeah, that's one of just EJ's weird building metas. Yep, alright. What key switches do you have on your keyboard? I don't know. I bought this keyboard 10 years ago. I have no idea. Like blue, I think? I don't know. Hey Luke, what's going on? I'm not watching Fast 9. The keys aren't brown. Exactly, but I love the idea. I mean, you could just go randomly place struts, or you could do stuff like this. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? It does look nice, doesn't it? Sounds like ULA is ready to fly the RL-10C11 again. Oh, okay. I mean, hooded, the aesthetic definitely helps. It makes it look really, really well, really nice. I really like the way it comes out. But yeah, no, I mean, could I just run these struts and call it a day? Yeah, it would probably have the same outcome. The angle of the strut matters way more than how the nodes are placed. The angle absolutely makes a difference. That's the big one. Angle of the strut absolutely matters. Just like making steel cables in polybridge. Because these struts, like I said, they aren't really struts. They're steel cables.
The Eagle has landed.
Hi, chat. They're steel cables. The struts in KSP act like steel cables, so there is some deformation to them, but they stay pretty rigid. What is this, Geeson? Oh, no. You literally took the question out of your mind. It's like I've done this before, man.
Go and throttle up.
Been doing this for a while. I know the question. I know the frequently asked questions, so I just cut right to the chase, man. Saves us both some time. What does this say? Dude, assault rifle. It got the foregrip and everything. Can only be handled by a seasoned professional. Jasper, 22-month resub. Serious is like, I'm leaving. Down here, salt is a way of life. All right. Huh. 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 Any chance you check out Mini Motorways for early hours? Es posible. Necesito más horas. I need more time. Amigo AJ, with so many stream hours, how do you find time to keep reading, learning technical stuff outside of Twitch? This question's about to get real. This question's about to get really real. How do I find the time? I sleep less. No, it's not healthy. Yes, I am an insomniac. I cannot go to sleep at a reasonable hour. I never could. So, I figure if I'm going to be awake, I might as well use that time to read about something that I enjoy. Outdoor activities are for sucking. Heat index 115. Dish, bring on the damn heat, man. Bring on the damn frigging heat. I hate cold. I hate it. IMO, you should put flags or something over those loose conjoined tank ends so they don't do the buggy display thing. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Havocs, I'll pretty it up, dude. But that is an aesthetic part. I save the aesthetic parts for last because I need to build all the necessary parts first. Take care, EJ. Sleeping is important. See that, guys. That's the thing. You're not gonna fix insomnia. Like, that's not gonna happen. I just, like, okay, it happens for different reasons. It happens for different reasons. One, I work the late shift, basically. Noontime to 4 a.m., like what this shift is going to run. When you work the late shift, your sleep schedule gets messed up anyway. And I've always worked the late shift, no matter what freaking job. I've never had a 9-to-5 job, ever. Like, ever. Never. I don't know what that's like. That is a mysterious concept to me. Second part of that is, dude, I'm nursing caffeine until like 8-9 p.m. Now, I know that's not, it's like, oh, the caffeine. Yeah, I get it. It'll keep you awake. I know this because I drink a lot of it to stay awake, right? But yeah, I can't, the reason why I say that isn't because like, oh, I'm going to go to bed at an unreasonable hour. No, you can't go to sleep right away after the stream. That's not how this works. It's not like at 11 o'clock when I sign off of the stream, I'm like, okay, time for bed. Nope. That's not how that works at all. I'm going to be up for another 4 to 5 hours. And, I seriously, if I tried, okay, here's the thing. If I try to go to sleep at, 2 a.m., if I try to do it, I'm going to get annoyed that I'm not going to sleep. Because me sleeping at 2 a.m. would be like a regular 9 to 5 person coming home from work and falling asleep at 7. That's just not how that works. You got to wind down. I got to wind down. So I have found that, I mean, I guess I don't really have insomnia per se, right? Like, my just schedule is shifted. Like, if I lived in Hawaii, I would have normal hours, right? My schedule is shifted by 6 hours because I work the late shift. But also at the same time, I mean, I don't get really more than six hours of sleep a night. On a good night, I mean, like on the weekends, I'll get 8 hours, but during the week, 6 hours at best. If it's fine, like if it goes below 6 hours, then yeah, that's when I start to feel like trash. Take care of yourself. Trust me, man. It'll catch up for you. No, Euchreman, I know. That's why I switched to Sunday, Monday off. That is me taking care of myself because I don't get sleep during the week. I mean, guys, I got like 3 hours of sleep between the Electron launch and Nauka yesterday, and then all the stuff that happened with the station. Yeah, I think cumulatively I got like 2 hours of sleep before Nauka between Electron, and then like maybe an hour and a half after that. I got like 3 hours of sleep. Oh, I'm still feeling it. I'm still feeling the effects from that. Even though I got a good night's sleep last night, I got 7 hours of sleep. I'm still feeling that. I have a pretty bad migraine, which is why I'm getting brain farts today. But it's okay. Like, I'll power through it. It's not a problem. And before you say, oh, trust me. No, it's fine. Like, I've been dealing with this for a decade. Don't worry about it. I will be okay. I have other ways of taking care of myself, like shifting the days off is a good example, or just getting a good night's sleep on the weekends. So Squall, basically I just get less sleep during the week. And if I'm going to be awake during those hours, I might as well do something other than just sitting in bed staring at the damn ceiling. Guys, it's gonna sound so stupid. And I know this is like super basic. Like, I get it. But I enjoy doing work. I enjoy learning things, and I enjoy getting better at what I do. Like, I know that's like, yeah, EJ, most people do that, man. Like, I don't mind coming home and doing some extra work, coming home from work, implying that I'm not in my house right now. I don't mind coming home and reading a little bit extra. I mean, one, I love this stuff to begin with, but two, it'll make me better at what I do here. Have you seen this? Second picture. What's that? Brick rigs. Nice. Nice. Zonic, what's up, man? Big 5-0. Awesome work for 3 years. You do a great job and have a great community behind you. Yeah, you guys take care of me, man. That's true. Yeah, no thanks for the heat. Oh, yeah, I hear ya. My wife worked the night shift, 7 p to 7:30 for 6 years. It was pretty tough on our relationship, especially once we had kids. I'm a 7:30 to 5 worker. Yeah, Havocs. I mean, dude. Yeah, I guess a little bit of a workaholic. EJ's commute moving to a different room. Serious? Yeah, but then you see, okay, fellas, like, part of what I do to, like, okay, everybody knows a little bit more about this, and I think people can identify and understand this a little bit more nowadays. But before, I had real trouble communicating how working in the same place that you live is a blessing and a curse. Okay? It really is. Like, dude, when you work from home, you're not accountable to anything or anyone. Alright? So what does that mean? If you're going into an office, right? You have to get up at a reasonable hour. You're automatically budgeting yourself enough time to, get up, get ready, take a shower, because you don't want to look like trash when you go into work, right? I mean, some people will be like, well, EJ, I go to work and smell like a dumpster all the time. Like, yeah, you think it's okay, but the employees are making fun of you because you smell. Like, just thought I'd let you know. So you budget out time, and then you plan your day out. When you work from home, that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in the same way. So, guys, like, look, do I have to take a shower every day? No, I absolutely don't. I do not have to take a shower. I don't even have to put on deodorant. It's not like you have smell-o-vision, but I still do it. I still do it every day because you have to make a routine like that when you work from home, or else you just won't do it. Yeah, Loopy, they did. And I don't know why they released it today, but they did. You have Elon blood in you. I like working, Zonic. I enjoy it. I get satisfaction from working. Like, bro, do you see this? I'm super frigging proud of this. I don't know about you guys. Do you see what this thing can do? This thing can hold up 280 tons. No problem. Like, I'm manipulating freaking... This is like moving Abrams tanks around, dude. There's like literally 2 Abrams tanks stacked on top of each other. We're moving around effortlessly. That's so cool. Yeah, and there's more distractions at home. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Tessa. Yep. Having a routine is important. Try to do a bike ride every day as a result. Today I got hibachi. Oh, nice. Very good. What kind of bike do you have? Okay, all right, nice bike, Loopy. It's got the stainless steel look going on. Yeah, Loopy, that ain't an accident, is it? You're also very interested in this, though. That's right, Ansel. You're correct, but here's the thing, man. I don't care if I'm doing this. I don't care if I'm making pizzas. I don't care if I'm working on a loading dock. I don't care that if I was cleaning toilets, I would be the best at it. Not because out of some like, well, I'm going to be the best at cleaning toilets. No, I get self-satisfaction. It makes me feel good doing a good job. I don't know if that's normal or not. I can't speak for anybody else. I can speak for me, though. All these other random jobs that I had before I started streaming, like, yeah, I tried to do the best I could. Sometimes it didn't work. Like, whatever. But dude, I don't care what I'm doing. I made it kind of an oath to myself, I guess, that no matter what I would do a good job at it. I mean, it just helps with spaceflight that I frigging love it. I mean, that's why you get such a potent message here and why I know so much about it. But dude, even if I was organizing books or something, I would be meticulous because you get satisfaction out of doing your job. And don't get me wrong, people will look at me and say, oh, you're working for somebody else, whatever, like, you're just a wage slave, man. Like, no, it's not about them. Like, they want me to do a good job, but I'll try to go above and beyond because it's not about you, it's about me. Like, I do that for me. Like, you guys say, oh, take care of yourself. That's me taking care of myself. That's how I like doing that. I don't know, like, I do it for me. It makes me feel good. Then this is the game for you. Power washing simulator. Yeah, Zythera. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't always like this. I used to half-ass stuff all the time because screw you, I'm not getting paid enough. I used to do that all the time, and like, yeah, dude, didn't really get me very far. And then one day I was like, like, let's just start. I'm gonna start actually putting effort in. I'm gonna start doing like, what was it? What the hell happened? Oh yeah, that's right. It was a Halloween. And I worked in the pizza store. Halloweens for pizza places are insanely busy because nobody wants to cook on Halloween night. Everybody just orders pizza. So if you go to any pizzeria and you ask what their most busy day is, it's going to be Halloween by a long shot. More than Christmas, obviously more than Christmas and Thanksgiving. So there's one Halloween where my boss was like, yo, we got to be here. We got to put in a lot of work. We got to make all these pizzas, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody's got to be on their A game. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try for a change. And I worked my butt off, and I figured out that I enjoy that. I liked it. I liked it after. We did a good job. We sold a ton of pizzas, and nothing went wrong. Everything went perfect. Well-executed mission. Right? I felt good after that, and I'm like, damn. Oh, that's so much work. but it feels really good. God. Oh, damn it. It took me a long time to figure out how to keep my nose to the grindstone and achieve things. Now I'm successful and driven. Maturity or something. Yep. I wish I was like that a lot of times at work when I'm doing something old and boring. I can't seem to ever get in the zone with it. Ansel, I don't know what knocked the screw loose. Like, maybe that one particular scenario did, and I don't know. I don't know what knocked the screw loose. One day I was just like, it clicked in my head. I'm like, because I'm like, oh, you know, if I just kind of half-butted, I don't have to do as much work, and that's great. You know, I get satisfaction out of doing the least amount of work you can, right? Like, no. I enjoy going in and knowing, like, I know it seems backwards, and if I'm weird, I totally get it. Like, it's not normal. Like, that's not normal. I like working. I like work. I enjoy it. It's freaking strange, man. Like, shoot. Did you work at Pizza Planet? Oh, yeah. That's how I am if I'm going to do something you lose while doing it. Well, I'm going to do something you lose while doing it do it the right way. Yeah, I think that's normal, but it's something that people don't realize. Yeah, you'll feel better. I'm serious. You know, people talk about mental health. That's my mental health. Seriously, doing a good job. I want to come in here and I want to give you the best freaking Kerbal content I possibly can every freaking day. Because I know if I do that, at the end of the day, I'm going to feel a lot better about myself. That's my mental health, dude. If I have to say something, it's like, you know, if I have to attribute it to one thing, that's how I roll. I want to come in here and I want to do the best job. And it's not about like comparing yourself to other streamers or anything else like that, because I know a lot of people do that, and that's not a good way to do things. It's not about that at all. I do this for me, for my self-satisfaction. That's how I take care of myself. That's why I can get 6 hours of sleep and it's not a big deal. Or 2 hours of sleep like I got yesterday. Not a problem. Not a problem, dude. I'm telling you, that positive dopamine hit that you have in your head from doing a good job, it really, really helps. You can achieve crazy things. It's really cool. I really enjoy it. I might be a dopamine drug addict, man. I really like that gratitude hit. It really feels good. It's not good. That's what I mean about getting real. Like, that's not normal. I think my brain's broken. I think I got too many concussions when I played football or something. Knocked a screw loose somewhere, you know? But shouldn't be too hard on yourself if it goes wrong. Of course I should. That's how... Of course you should. I don't mind being tough on myself. I'm the hardest judge that I have. I'm the hardest critic of myself. Because, you know, that helps motivate you to do a better job. It's a cyclical thing. In my line of work, doing a good job means you go home alive. There's no room for baby games. Yeah, no, Goalie, I dig that. That's cool. I would enjoy doing the kind of work that you do. I would enjoy it. And I would enjoy doing it right. And it would make me feel really good about myself. Just like this stuff does here. Also, always make your bed every time you get out of it. It's a big, big, big deal. Yeah, no, Havoc's doing the dishes, taking out the trash, paying bills. Dude, it sounds so stupid. I know this doesn't sound normal. Once again, I'm speaking about me. Other people are totally different. I get it. Like, dude, I fully acknowledge that this is not normal, all right? Paying the bills, waking up, making your bed. I mean, I haven't made my bed in a little while. I used to a lot, but the pandemic kind of screwed with my habits a little bit. But like before the pandemic, yeah, ask Brimo. I made the bed every day. That was part of my routine. Once again, pandemic kind of screwed that up, but can't blame the pandemic for everything, you know? Should probably get back to doing it. But even now, I take a shower every day. I take vitamins every day. I brush my teeth every day. Like, dude, that's small stuff, and knowing that you got it done in your brain is better than trying to face it and just be like, I should probably do that someday. Like, I don't know. It's the weirdest freaking thing. It's like I enjoy just being vanilla or something. It's bizarre. I don't know. I don't know. And it's not like I had someone tell me this, or I've been listening to some like stupid podcast about working, or you know, some stupid podcast about social behavior. This is just what I found over time works. Oh yeah, Loopy, gotta keep it clean. You got, dude. Organized house is an organized mind. I'm serious. It helps you in ways that you don't freaking understand. Making your bed keeps the dust mites alive, though, because darkness and warmth. Sure. Warmth, though, Rem. Yeah, no, I sleep in an icebox. Don't have to worry about that. Sebby! 60 months, 27 month streak. Thank you. I saved this up for launch. Oh, well. I saved this up for the launch. Oh, well, happy 5 years. Arian 5's launching today. Yeah, Lemprod. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, I can't speak to anybody. I'm not saying that this will work for you. It works for me. I like doing a good job. And I made it kind of an oath to myself to, no matter what I do, I'm going to do a good job. I don't know when or... I can't put my finger on it exactly when that happened. It could have been that pizza event. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. But for my own mental health, that's the best way. That's the best course of action. And once again, I know that's not normal. I know that's not the norm nowadays. It's just how I roll. Yeah, Loopy, that seems to be the case from that camera footage, huh? When it comes to routine getting started for me, yeah, Joseph, you just gotta just do one thing. Just like don't try to make your bed, get up, brush your teeth. Like, dude, that's something you hone over time. Just do one thing. It doesn't even need to be a menial thing. Just clean the table or something. Like clean a coffee table or clean the kitchen table or something. Just do something like that. And it kind of, even if it takes like 5 minutes, your brain, it's like, oh, I cleaned the table today. Now I have a nice clean table. At least that's how it works for me. Like, and then you're like, you kind of flip into cleaning. You kind of flip into like, okay, task mode. Your brain like changed. It's weird, dude. It's strange. I don't know. It's bizarre. Hey, Space Coyote, what's up? Board on the Minecraft server. Any jobs you need to get done? Yeah, the piles for the building builder, if you want to do that. Get the diorite. See the pilings here? There's some cases right here that have diorite pilings in it. Each one of these holes need to be dug down to bedrock, and then diorite pilings need to go all the way up to ground level. Every one of those holes right there. If you want to do that, that's a menial task. Where do I apply to get on the Minecraft server? !MC. Starliner's delayed. It's on Tuesday. Nauka stuff at the ISS delayed the launch. It was gonna get delayed anyway though because of weather. No, that's all the holes that need to get dug, drummer. So what are we gonna do about the bending on the pad? Oh, Blue, I already fixed that problem. I put a reinforced pillar in here. Yeah. Crossing my fingers that the ISS issues don't push NG16. Oh gosh, Matt, it might. Yeah. Loopy, dude, structure. I had a so I go to the skin doctor a lot because one of my great grandmothers died from melanoma. So I have it might be hereditary. So I go every 6 months to the dermatologist, right? Just to check to make sure that there's nothing weird going on with your skin, right? So I go there, and the dermatologist that I go to, the guy's so goddamn smart. He has like a couple of psych degrees, dermatology degree. The guy textbook overachiever, right? he was telling me, like, I got talking to him about it, about this subject one day, like a little while ago, and he told me something that, you know, maybe that's what knocked the screw loose. I have freaking no idea. Like, he told me that, you know, at least for guys crave structure. We like structure. Like, and I'm not, don't get me wrong, girls can like this stuff too. That's totally cool. Like, women can like it, whomever, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's just a human thing. I don't know. But we like structure. We like order and hierarchy. It helps us analyze the world better. That's why we constantly try to classify things. And constantly try to classify this and try to classify this. That's just how our brains work. And that was something I was like, huh, yeah, I guess that's right. I like structure. I like structure and routine in my life. It makes things a lot easier. It makes it so I can focus on focus on where it matters, you know? So, yeah, I mean, I like structure. I crave it. I like things being nice and orderly. Because without those kind of pillars in my mind holding up how fast this freaking thing goes, it's all over the place all the freaking time. Like, without that kind of structure, I'm just an unkempt mess of a freaking person. Like, that can lead. I know where that road leads. Like, nope, don't need to go there. Been down that road before. Nope, no thank you. So, yeah, I mean, work and like hierarchy and doing a good job, that's my mental health, guys. So, like, yeah, I don't get as much sleep as other people, but that makes up for it, man. You can achieve great things if you put your mind to it. But, you know, everybody spouts that nonsense but never says how to do it. You know, like, have you tried just doing great things? Like, thanks, guys. Like, I don't know. Can you explain the whole Nauka thruster issue that started the ISS spinning? Reagan, it'd be better to check yesterday's VOD, dude. Thanks, I'm cured. How, have you tried just being better at everything and not making any mistakes? It's like, okay. Alright, let's move that back down here and we'll go do another load test. No, dude, that's tough. It's tough. It's a tough thing to do. That's how I found a way to do it. And once again, this isn't some, like, not trying to be some healer person, like, oh, this will work for you. You know, if I was trying to do that, I'd write a book about it and make tons of money off of it. Screw that. I'm not trying to do it because I don't think it's right to hold that kind of stuff, you know, like, oh, this is the way to be happy. I'm going to make a buck off of it. No. I don't think capitalizing on people's happiness is a good idea. Just personally. So, that's why I'll just tell you. Like, trust me. Make your freaking bed. I'm telling you it makes a freaking difference. And it's stupid. And I hate that it makes a difference. I hate that I'm so freaking basic when it comes to this stuff. But, here we are. If I'm going to write a book, it's going to be an alt history sci-fi that'll put For All Mankind to shame, Squall. That's what I'm going to do. If I was going to write a book. I really want to. It'd be really fun, but... Yeah, Joseph, you gotta be prepared that someone's going to shift gears for you without you having any say in the matter. I like structure, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like, I'd planned to do all these tests in the first 5 minutes of the stream, and yet here we are an hour and 34 minutes in. It happens. Just roll with it. Make structure out of something that you need to make structure out of. You know what I mean? Like, you can have a plan for how stuff's going to go, but when does that plan ever go right? It never goes right. So be reactive. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Sorry, that Marine Corps stuff, but I'm not in the Marine Corps, so. Please write an alt history of Constellation was never canceled. Yeah. Something like ETS. Yeah, Ice Turn Skyward's cool, man. I mean, 2020, you gotta have that mental discipline, dude. And that's something that you don't get when you're a kid. That's why I'm tough on people. There's a lot of tough love on this stream. I'm tough on people. I'm not going to just answer questions, and I'm not going to hold your hand either. Because that's the kind of stuff you got to learn. No matter how you go about looking at life and stuff, dude. You got to learn that stuff, man. It's so important. You got to learn to be organized. And I know they don't teach it. I get it. It's something you kind of got to figure out. So sometimes you get thrown to the wind and you're like, what the hell? I never learned how to balance a checkbook. What the hell's a checkbook? Who writes checks anymore? But that's good to have that structure, man. How's the pad going? It's going good, man. It's going good. The Arian 5 stream starts in about 15 minutes. It's a little early, but all right. For how complex the brain is, it's so receptive to simple things. So creating that structure in monotonous routine is like making your bed. Builds and strengthens those pathways in your brain. Yeah, you just build up the mental discipline in 2020, and then you'll just find yourself doing it automatically. It becomes part of your routine. But I will say that hump, getting over that hump, knocking that screw loose is difficult. And dude, if I had the answer on how to fix that, I would have bajillions of dollars. Like, on how to get over the hump, so to speak. Yeah, cooking, armed services, so the service will absolutely help you with that. But not everybody wants to do that, and I understand that. It probably would have been great for me, dude, when I was 17, because I was a little freaking, it's a little shit, man. Like, now it's too much. Damn it. I gotta time myself out for a second. Yeah, Oompa Loompa. We'll talk about that during Space News. Yeah, I think it's suffice it to say that we're gonna need some kind of attachment point here. That needs to go up a little bit. Even with SVI, it didn't do it. Took a personal finance through community college, which really helped. Yeah, there you go. Just a heads up for future construction, there's a lava pool under the building's foundation. Alright, get rid of it. I'm all about that poutine routine. Yeah, I mean, I know, once again, everybody's different. Everything different works for everybody, dude. I can only speak for myself. Like, that's the right way to do it, you know. Everyone's different. Everybody finds their own way. But the point is that you have to find your own way. You have to figure out a way to deal with this life thing. It's such a pain in the butt sometimes, man. Freaking damn you, life! How dare you? Like, I get it. I'm not trying to say like, no, you need to be this way, but that structure helps a lot with me. I don't freaking know. I don't know why. It's just basic as hell, man. You know, there's a lot of people that have it hard, way harder than I do. You know, but that's what works for me. Have you played Among Us? No. Well, that's not true. Yes, I have. I have played it. I played it once, and not really for me, dude. It's a cool game. I enjoy it, but yeah, first time I played it, it kind of ruined it for. It kind of ruined it. Various 19-month resub. By the time it's done, you're drained. I mean, yeah, 2020. The other thing to kind of understand is that for whatever reason, we seemed, and once again, I think the only reason I'm telling you is because I think you remind me of me when I was your age, just kind of unkempt all over the place, dude. So this is the only reason I would tell you, and I know, once again, I know good and well that this stuff doesn't work for everybody, but like you can't sit there and like you say like, oh, you know, my parents are going to pull me to do this, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I'm getting pulled in all these different directions, and that distracts me from what I'm doing. Yeah, that happens. That happens to everybody. You can't let the outside world influence you like that. Like, I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Like, you just sit there like, oh, well, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to get distracted. Like, that's... Eventually, you're just going to have to tell your brain to shut the hell up. I need to finish this. Piss off. I don't have time to screw around. Like, you know, you're human. It's like, you know, you're not a dog. Squirrel! You know, like, that's... Dude, you have a human brain up here. Like, utilize it. You're telling me you're going to let a freaking piece of paper or a video game distract you? And I get it. I get it good and well that that's hard to do. I understand it because it's the freaking same way. But eventually, you can't just be like, oh, well, I can't do this because I'm just going to get distracted by something else. Dude, you have to go and do it. You have to go pay bills. What are you gonna not just pay bills? Right? Hey, 24-month resub. Thanks. Maybe do some Jackbox game in the future. Embrace the suck. Yeah, no. Yeah, I've heard about that book. I haven't read it, though. Hey, J-Speed, what's going on? See you last, I guess. What's up, Squidman? I'm trying to find it. Routine. I hated everything. Yeah, Jordis, understandable. His Diego Burr. Since we're getting all motivational, the goal I committed to is running a marathon. Do it, man. That's gonna be sick. Like, you know, you gotta learn how to do this stuff. Gotta learn how to pay bills. And don't get me wrong, it's super easy nowadays. You can just do it online. But, you know, that's just what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. And like I said, I know this doesn't work for everybody. I know, like, this isn't the end-all be-all to your solutions. If I had the end-all be-all to everybody's solutions, I wouldn't be streaming here, you know? But, that's what worked for me. I found that if I gravitate towards, space joke, if I gravitate towards that kind of structure and order, it helps. It helps me keep a clear mind. It helps me focus on what's important, you know? Just keeps it helps, dude. I like that structure. It's easier. This is 1.11.2, lols. But anyway. Let's get back into it. So I got this stuff all lined up there. We have an undock function. And let's see if we bend the strong back this time. Ooh, a lot of load being put on that thing. Okay. Alright, so the TE main needs to be in reverse. And that needs to be forward. So play. See what it does. So we have 280 tons of mass here. I'm not sure, Crafter. We're still trying to figure that one out. In 2020, what I'm telling you is that eventually that stuff will catch up to you. Don't do that. Trust me. Don't just be like, I forgot to clean my room, whatever. You need to make it enough of a thorn in your brain to go and do it. Or else, dude, those habits will translate directly into when you're out on your own. I'm telling you. You know, take it from somebody that never did homework in school and screwed around and played Counter-Strike all day. That homework and all these assignments and deadlines and stuff are preparing you for the real world. That's why homework is such a pain in the butt, and it's so seemingly useless when you do it. It's like, why the hell do I need to do this? Because that gets your brain into a method of thinking where, you know, you'll consider bills to be adult homework in your mind and just whoop, done. You can't forget that stuff, dude, because then you'll forget to frigging pay bills and stuff. And you know what? Ask me why I know this. Because in my 20s, that's all that happened. It took me a long time to get out of this damn hole. Oh look, it sprang back into position. Nice. Really, Eukerman? Does the base of that pad have any fuel for fueling vehicles? It's not finished yet, Ansel. The pad is not finished. I'm just working on this part. Our automatic transfer is not a thing in the US. That's not that's not what I'm talking about. It's not just paying bills. Yeah, you can, there's automatic deductions nowadays, dude. Yes, that happens over here. That's not, paying bills is kind of a euphemism for just stuff that you have to do as an adult that you didn't have to do as a kid. It's not just paying bills. Understand? Damn, dude. Yeah, exactly, Grab Shark. Just adulting. It's just adulting nonsense. It's not nonsense, but you get the idea. But, dude, you know what's messed up? You know what's messed up? A lot of my bills are auto-deducted, but some of them... I tried this this year, just to see what would happen, like, because I'm just interested. I want to see if I can do it. Like, this is a stupid thing to do this with, and I fully acknowledge the stupidity of this, but you're not going to know until you try. I took my car insurance off of autopay. I'm serious. I have to pay it every month. Just wanted to see what happened. Like, would I remember it? And yeah, for the most part, I have. I took that, and I have to pay rent. I have to write a check and mail it. I know. Old school. Landlord's old school. What do you want? So I took my car insurance and took it off of autopay. I took some of my bills off of it just to give me some bookmarks in my mind about stuff that I have to do. Because the idea, like, dude, and once again, this is what I mean about being, dude, this isn't normal. I know in my head that if I don't pay my car insurance, well, they'll cancel it, right? So that gives me an excuse to get into bill paying mode. I'm like, oh, I gotta pay for my car insurance. And that reminds me, I'm like, oh, okay, what else do I have to do? Oh, I have to pay my rent. Not that I've never missed that, but, oh, I have to pay my rent. Oh, you know, maybe, when's the last time I went to the doctor? Or, you know, do I need milk? Do I need groceries? Like, it gets you into that kind of mentality. All it's going to take is one thing, and then you're there. And, dude, it helps. The reason why I did it is because, dude, I got into bad habits during the pandemic. I would just sit here and stream all day. Like, all day, and go to sleep, and then wake up and stream again. You know, no taking out the trash. Like, it got messy in here. But now I did that to try and get back to my routine. It seems your notifications aren't working, my friend.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
sure you didn't break something, Marcel? Yeah, Creation. Yeah, there you go. That was Prime Life? Yeah, it helps me build some structure up again. And it helps. It helps, because I'm like, oh, I gotta pay my car insurance. What else do I need to do? Like, once again, I know that I'll just go into, whatever, it doesn't matter mode. So I made my user experience in life, like, so you have to, if I have to do this, and if I have to do this, it's gonna remind me to do other things. I'm just gonna get a bunch of stuff done. That's how I can sit here all day and stream and not have to worry about it. Because I know that I'll get it done, because it's a mental thorn in my freaking mind. But anyway, let's get back to this. I'm ranting. Okay, reverse the T controller. Reverse that, and play. Yeah, there you go, Craig. Oh, one last thing. Have you ever experienced complete silence in your head? None of your thoughts ringing out, period. No. Not really. Not unless I'm trying to just clear my mind. Oh, that's dope. Look at that. Okay, Vulcan. Thank you. Kind of out of the blue, Jane. I don't know you as much as your regulars here, but as far as I can see, you're trying to give a voice to everybody in your channel as much as you can. As a big streamer, I genuinely wanted to thank you for that. It helps a lot in these dark times we've been all through, whether or not we realize it. Oh, Hooded. Yeah, no problem, dude. All day. It's all good, man. I get it. Dude, that's something that I recognized during the pandemic. I started streaming a lot, and I started doing quarantine streams. Seriously, I was doing 14-hour streams a day. A year ago at this time. Because I knew that people... dude, I know what it's like to be cooped up in your home all day. That's literally what I do. That's the other downside of not commuting to work. Bro, you will get cabin fever and you will not realize it. And I knew that was going to happen, so I streamed like crazy so people would have someone to talk to. Here's the thing. I never expected anything in return. I originally started doing, I'll be honest, I knew that, but I originally started doing the quarantine streams because I thought people would see me as expendable entertainment. And that's the first thing to go in a recession usually, so that scared me, but I also knew at the same time that, even if I didn't make money off the pandemic or lost money, which you guys took care of me and I ended up just being just fine, right? That, I know people would want somebody to talk to. That's why I did it, and that's part of the motivation that kept me doing it for as long as I did. And I basically did it until when I decided to switch my schedule around the other day. Like, tank is slightly misaligned with the arm. It's alright, as long as it has a way to hold, it's okay. This doesn't necessarily, Senshai, this doesn't necessarily need to cradle the rocket. The erector with the X-33 is just designed to push it up, that's all. Yeah, that's the crazy thing about cabin fever. It's a frog in a boiling pot scenario. You won't notice that it's happening until it's too late. So that's why I was here. Because I care, dude. Dude, I've had cabin fever before. During the last recession in 2008 when I came home from school and I couldn't find a job for 6 months and I didn't go anywhere and I closed myself up and, like, how do you think I know about all this stuff, dude? Because I hit rock bottom in, like, 2009, man. It was no good. I'm never going back there again. Screw that. All right, let's go backwards. I mean, 2020, hey, everybody's different, dude. Can't speak for that. Thanks, Obama. Who's to blame? Obama! Yeah, well, good joke, Forlorn. Yeah, see, we're getting... It's still docked. It's just stretching these parts. See, it'll pull it back in. As long as it stays docked, the strongback can pull the thing in that direction. And it does look like... Yeah, that's weird, man. It does look like it's slightly misaligned. Are we getting some slip down here? Hold on. No. No, it's still... Oh, yeah, wait, no. Yep, there we go. Senchai, there's your misalignment. Right there. See that? There's your misalignment. But it's okay. It shouldn't be an issue. I mean, Bugbear, I'd call this a day. All this, what I'm testing here is just being able to take the SSTO and turn it vertical. Now, whether this thing can stand up with 1,500 tons on it of SSTO and fuel, I don't know. The next thing I need to do is build the ramp. I gotta build the ramp for this thing.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Yeah, Coyote, there you go. Alright, I'm gonna head out for a little bit. See you later. Okay. Inglonius, the big SSTO. Okay, it's not 1,500 tons. I'm gonna try to rate it for 1,400 to 1,500 tons. The big SSTO fully fueled is 1,370 tons. Yeah, I may have over-engineered this SSTO a little bit, but it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Interesting. It's pretty good, though. How much shear are we getting on this? Actually, not bad. You know, a lot of people said, hey, UJ, do you think that small docking port would be enough to hold this in place? Yeah, I do. I do think it's enough. Because the docking port isn't carrying any structure. The auto struts are, though. See? Those 200 I-beams are strutted to this. They're auto strutting to it. Those are the hold down points. Right there. But it's an invisible hold down point. But those are the hold down points. But you just don't see them. The docking port has nothing to do with it. That's just holding two things together. Did you hear about the space station tonight? Anything new happened, Briggsy, since yesterday, or? I mean, we watched it live, dude. We watched it happen. It's not funny. Have you looked at the investment of this thing? That is a lot of fuel. Is it going to be profitable? The investment of fuel? Yeah, Goalie, of course. Okay, the thing about the SSTO, okay, so think about it in your mind. And these economics, alright, I need to start making the ramp for this thing. This thing's gonna need a big honkin' ramp. But, these economics transfer over in real life as well. So, okay, if you build an SSTO, it's going to be expensive. So, like, Goalie, say you operate a trucking business, for instance, or a crane rigging business, all right? And you're going to buy one of those big mother trucking lattice crawler cranes like a Liebherr 11,000, right? You're going to buy that, all right? That crane is like a couple $1 million, all right? It's a couple mil. Are you going to see a profit on that? Well, I mean, obviously you can never be sure. Nothing is sure in business, obviously, right? But the other thing is that what's going to get you your money back on that crane? Well, moving things. Picking things up and putting them down somewhere else is going to make you that money back, right? Oh, Coyote, what happened last night? Dude, one of the modules docked to the ISS and started firing its thrusters and started flipping the ISS end over end. Yeah, it was a kind of an oh balls moment, but they fixed it. NASA fixed it, and so did Roscosmos. It was really cool. What's gonna make that money back, dude? You're gonna make that money back by getting your crane to move stuff around. The same kind of thing, and the crane's obviously reusable. You can take the lattice cranes apart, right? They can be taken apart and they can be put on trucks and moved around, right? So SSTOs in real life are the same thing. It's the same idea, and that's why with the X-33, it was such a smart idea to do it the way that they did. So, like, okay, look at this. So on the X-33, they were going to use a reusable metallic TPS, thermal protection system. This right here is a NASA PDF that is known as a Thermal Protection System Report, or TPS report for short, okay? Just in case you didn't get that memo. Look at this. Look at this damn tile. That's the tile that the X-33 and the Venture Star was going to use. Look. Anybody that knows a little bit about material science or machining, for instance, knows that this is a ridiculously complicated tile. To the point where it's like, okay. So, super alloy honeycomb sandwich, all right? Sounds delicious. It's a nickel titanium structure. That's the heat sink on the tile. I actually didn't know that it had an RTV felt seal behind it. It has Nomex behind it. I didn't know that. Now I learned, right? So you have Nomex behind it. And what's Nomex? Nomex is this. Let me get you a nice picture here. I just want to see the damn picture. That's Nomex right there. See this? That's Nomex. SpaceX is using this too. SpaceX has this stuff behind their tiles on Starship as well. Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? Yep. So, they have titanium, a nickel titanium tile with Nomex behind it, and then an Inconel 617 beaded sidewall, and an outer Inconel 617 honeycomb sandwich on the back. And then in there you have SAFL insulation. What's SAFL insulation? It's aluminum cilia fibers. So there's just powdered aluminum in there almost. Not powdered, it's strands of aluminum. Anybody that knows anything about machining knows that that is ridiculously expensive. Those tiles would have cost millions of dollars. You're using a lot of exotic metal alloys here. You're using titanium. Titanium ain't cheap. Titanium is basically cheating when it comes to metals. It's cheating. It is extremely strong, it is extremely light, and it can withstand a crazy temperature before it melts. It was used in the SR-71s. The SR-71s are made entirely out of titanium. The whole fuselage. Really cool, actually. Are you covering the Ariane 5 launch? It's not an X-37B tile, T-Man. No, that's Tough Rock. Different. Yeah, it's a tile with a heat sink on the back, Creation. Exactly. It's hard to weld. Oh, yeah, you're telling me. So, those tiles, Goalie, would have cost millions of dollars. Way more than the shuttle tiles, but they were hard bolted and they were fastened. So how do you recoup that investment? Launch cadence. Launch the thing a lot, just like you'd use the crane a lot. It's the same exact analogy. Because all the SSTO is a way to do something. Just like the crane is a way to pick something up and put it over there. The SSTO is a way to take something, pick it up, and put it up into space. That's all. So how do you overcome that? You need high launch cadence to recoup your investment. And if your vehicle is expensive, that means you got to launch it a lot. But it being expensive and having those metallic tiles is going to make you able to reuse it a lot. So that will translate over into KSP perfectly because my vehicle needs no maintenance. It is expensive, but I never have to worry about anything breaking on it. That's why I'm doing all these tests. That's why I'm testing the pad like crazy. Like literally all I've been doing with the pad in the past hour is just doing this over and over and over again just to see what it does. And then I think we're good to build the ramp. And when we build the ramp, then we can put the prototype on there, prototype 4. And then once prototype 4 is good to go, we can take prototype 3, put it on there, fuel it up, and then launch it. Anyway, we got an Ariane 5 launch here happening. May I interest you in an Ariane 5 launch? How you doing, kids? May I interest you in a rocket launch? I guess so. So, yeah, man, that's yeah, fuel is going to be expensive, right? And I mean the fuel, I don't know, what would the fuel be? It's probably going to cost 70, 80, maybe to 100K to fill it up with fuel. But I mean, if we use that to launch a bunch of different missions up there, right? Say we launch like 5 or 6 satellites with the SSTO all at once, and each one of those pays out 80 grand. Profit margin is insane, dude. All right. Let's I'm going to switch over to science and technology, and that we'll start space news here. We'll do more pad testing on the other side of space news. The stream just went blank for me, so that's always good. The tests with the launch pad are good. I'm happy with it. Jaeger, what's up, dude? This is the Star 1 D2 mission.